Hello, welcome to I Am Well Virtual Yoga and More with Kelly Cook. Today's Vinyasa Flow class will be about 35 minutes long, moving and breathing to the intention of focus and concentration, and allowing yourself to declutter physical tension, emotional tension, and just like thoughts and racing tension that happens with our day-to-day lives. Helps you become more clear, more focused, more able to be efficient and present in the moment, which is what you need for that focus and concentration. So today's practice will be in that, to the tune of that, or you can pull in whatever and other intentions you have for today's class. So enjoy your time. We're going to start out in a legs up the wall or a supported bridge. You decide. You can use the yoga blocks if you'd like. You can use foam rollers. You could use a throw pillow. You can also do it with no support under the sacral area. So go ahead and start to arrive in that lifted position of your choice. And then settling in with your feet either rooted on the earth, or you decide if you'd like to take them up high for these first few moments of the practice. Legs up the wall is an excellent pose for mental clarity. And so maybe moving through a few rounds of breath to start the practice in your legs up the wall. As you start to connect to the breath, that awareness helps to bring you into this moment, to the sensation of the rise and fall of your belly, of your chest, to the awareness of the breath coming in and filling the spaces in your lungs, expanding your rib cage. And then each exhale, taking with it so much more than carbon dioxide, taking with it some of the things that we build up emotionally, physically, thoughts or conversations from before to this moment, being let go of during that exhale. Connecting with the sensation, with the awareness, I am here now. Maybe rotating into the wrists, into the ankles. If you have your feet on the earth, taking those hands high. And then just allowing a little bit of a side rock, a little sacral massage into each side of the back of your hip. Taking some circles with the legs, going one way, and you pick how big your circles are. You always pick your depth, your intensity, your pace. Maybe you arrive now to a scissors of the legs, allowing a little stretch to the front of that dropped leg. And then we'll settle into a figure four stretch with the right ankle over that left knee, just bringing the right knee in towards the chest to feel that lifted figure four stretch. Gentle release, maybe another opening and closing of the legs. And then a left side figure four stretch, cradle that left shin towards the chest. Always continuing to breathe in your practice, tuning back into that sensation. Gentle release. We'll plant the soles of the feet, lift up whatever prop you have there under the sits bones, bringing the knees to the sky for a circle of your knees now. Or you can extend the legs up high, just kind of neutralizing the low back down into the mat, taking those big knee circles, lifting the feet to take your hands behind your knees, rocking up to easy seat. Gently bringing in a circle here in your Sukhasana, your easy seat. Switching directions when you're ready. And mobilizing the hips, moving that circle up on into the chest, into the shoulders, and then all the way back down from the shoulders, into the chest, into the hips, and back down to neutral. Letting those left fingertips plant on the mat. Inhale, right hand up and over to find a big side body stretch on the right. Exhale, back to center. Right hand goes down. Inhale, left arm up and over. Big left side body stretch. Keeping the left hip down. Exhale, back. Inhale for a reach. Exhale, goal post. Open the front body. Letting your interlaced fingers come down to your low back. Maybe they stay there. Inhale, chin and chest high. Really shoot that chin high to allow the front of the neck to massage your lymph nodes in the neck. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you take those clasped hands and lift them up a little bit. Maybe not. Exhale, release back to this lifted easy seat. Planting the hands. We're going to wave through a couple rotations, a couple series of seal to child's pose. So from here, stepping back into your plank. From plank, drop down into a wide knee child's pose. Tapping the hairline on the mat. On an inhale, rise up through tabletop. Separate the feet. Tops of the feet on the mat. Exhale, lower down to your wide-legged cobra. Keeping the hands planted, let them slide back a little bit towards your hips. Inhale, push on up to your seal. Maybe if you'd like to, you can take your toes and tip them to the sky. From here, we'll exhale, hinge back directly into that wide-legged child's pose, bringing the big toes together to touch. 2 more rounds of that. Inhale, ripple up, separate the feet, plant them down. Exhale, lower down into your cobra, or lying down in your belly. Inhale, lift up, seal. Maybe you tip the toes high. Exhale, hinge back, wide-legged child's pose. One more time, big inhale. Ripple forward, separate the legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, big lift and seal. Maybe toes go high. Exhale, back, child's pose. Child's pose, go ahead and take your toes, curl them under, on up into your first downward facing dog. Finding that pedal, those palms planted firmly into the mat. Equal pressure between the palms and the earth with a forward step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Release the crown of the head so it's heavy. Take your little sway. Releasing the low back, the backs of the legs. Deep bend to the knees and hips. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, pulling those thumbs in towards your heart space. Pause there into the knowledge that I am here now. Noticing your feet, your palms, your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, right toes high. Find a hip opener, flex that right knee, flexing the right foot, let it fall over to the left side. Circle of the right knee, one direction, switching directions. Exhale, back to plank, rippling forward. As you find your neutral plank, now you decide if you drop the left knee or if you open up to your right side plank, right hand lifted without that left knee down. From here, we're going to take a half bind back of the right hand to your low back. Again, you can do this with the knee down or lifted. As you bring the chin on up towards that right shoulder, big inhale, reach the right hand long. Exhale, right hand back to the sky. We're going to take that left knee down and turn the gaze to the back wall. Right hand reaches back. Inhale all the way back to plank. Taking the toes up onto the tippy toes, tip forward. Exhale, sink back into the heels as they sink back closer towards the earth. Rippling forward again up onto those toes. Tuck the elbows in tightly to the sides. Exhale, lower down. Inhale for cobra, or if upward facing dog is in your practice, you can come on up to that. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking that neutral breath. Inhale, left toes high. Bend the left knee, flex that left foot, let it fall over to the right. Big knee circle with the left knee. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale as you come forward into plank. Firm feet on the ground, firm hands on the ground. Inhale, belly in. Option to drop that right knee or open into left hand high, side plank. Finding your nice firm, tight core. Optional half bind, taking back of the left hand to your low back. Chin on up to the left shoulder. Inhale, reaching left hand long to the front. As you exhale, take the left hand back to that back wall. Now your left foot is going to plant behind the right leg, lowering the right hip down to tap. Half circle the left hand back to the sky, all the way back around to your plank. Tip way forward on the toes. Tip way back with your heels towards the earth. Come forward again, lowering down to your belly. Inhale, lifted cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Bringing it back to the top of the mat with a stepward float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and run. Exhale, hands towards you. Moving back into that affirmation. I am here now. I know I'm here now. Inhale, gaze and reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, downward facing dog. Shooting those hips high in your down dog. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, ripple forward into your plank. Noticing your core, pull it up and in. Now optional right side plank lifted high or left knee down. Big inhale, half bind, option back of the right hand to the low back, taking the chin on up to the right shoulder. Inhale, right hand back to the sky. Now we're going to twist the chest towards the earth as you bring that right hand down and under, little thoracic spine twist. Inhale, right hand back to the sky, taking that right foot planted behind the left. Exhale the gaze and the right hand back to the back wall. Inhale, half circle all the way back to plank. Taking the toe up onto the toes, tip forward. Exhale, let the heels sink back. One more time, tip forward. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Always letting the elbows shave the sides of the body as you do. Inhale for lifted cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Neutral flat palms on the mat. Inhale the hips high and down dog. Exhale, ripple forward into your plank. From your downward face, inhale, ripple the hips high and down dog. Right toes are going to go high. Inhale, reaching those right toes high. Exhale, high lunge, right foot forward. Rise all the way up with biceps by the ears. Inhale, gaze and reach high. Exhale, warrior two. Open up with those left toes slightly tipped out, all the way down into your right knee bend, fingertips out into your teeth. On an inhale, we'll take a peaceful warrior, right hand high, left hand goes down that thigh or wraps around your back. Exhale, side angle. You decide if your right elbow finds your right knee, or if you'd like to take those 90-degree arms or reaching arms. Here for one more big breath. As you exhale, hands to prayer now, turning the gaze towards your right foot. Toes are going to go the same direction. Fingertips point down towards that right foot in prayer. On an inhale, we're going to open up to an archer facing the sky. So left hand is going to go back. Inhale, right hand back, right hand high, left hand back. Your left toes end up tipping out. Let's try that again. Bend into your right knee. Take the toes in the same direction, hands back to prayer. Gazing down towards that right foot. On an inhale, we're going to shoot the right hand high, open up those left toes, pulling the left hand back. Exhale, hands to prayer all the way down into a deep left side lunge. Finding a breath here, lift the chest. Exhale, open up into a T with the arms T, toes and knees all the way out. Inhale up into a stop. Exhale, cartwheel down, plant the hands, finding your downward facing dog. You decide if you down dog or child's pose here, or if you'd like to ripple forward into that plank, finding your chaturanga flow, and then meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, hips high, down dog. Exhale, ripple forward, plank. Belly up and in. Going high with that left hand into side plank. You decide if the right knee is down or not. Optional half bind, back of the left hand to the low back. Chin on up to the sky. Inhale, left hand high. And then we're going to take that thoracic twist as you take the left arm under the right, taking the chest towards the earth. Inhale, right hand high. Left foot is going to plant behind that right leg as you take the left hand and gaze back. Drop the right hip down. Inhale, halfway circle all the way back around to your plank. Tipping way forward on the toes. Exhale, heels drop in your plank. Inhale, hips high and down. Stay here for a breath. Exhale fully. Inhale, left toes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, high lunge, left foot plants underneath the chest. Rise up with biceps by the ears, fingertips reaching. Exhale, warrior two, left foot forward. Now your right toes will tip out slightly, gazing over that left middle finger. Bend into the left knee bend. Inhale, peaceful warrior, left hand high. Exhale, side angle, right hand high. Now maybe that left elbow finds your left knee. Maybe it reaches long. Maybe the arms parallel. One more breath. As you exhale, taking the palms to prayer, tip the gaze down to the left foot as your fingertips go down as well, toes in the same direction. Now your right hand is going to pull back as the left hand goes to the sky. Inhale, left hand high archer, bend into the right knee, take that left hand high. Exhale, take it back. Hands prayer pointing towards that left foot, toes in the same direction. Inhale, left hand high, right hand goes down and back. Exhale, hands to prayer, deep right side lunge. Inhale, the chin and chest high. Exhale, fire it up to your wide angle. From your wide angle, go high into star, take up a lot of space. Exhale, cartwheel down, hands plant at the top of the mat, downward facing dog. You decide if you'd like a little flow here. You can tip forward and take your chaturanga. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Taking that step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Driving back to this moment, to this breath. Being aware that you're in it and that it's in you. Inhale, gaze high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Or halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. We'll add to our flow one more time. Inhale, hips high and down dog. Exhale, ripple forward plank. Right hand is going to go high for your side plank. Optional left knee down. As you take the right hand back to the low back, chin opens to the sky. Exhale, right hand high. Inhale, take the chest down to the earth as you take that right arm underneath the left. Inhale, back to the sky, and then you're going to take the right foot and plant it behind the left as you bring the gaze and the right hand pointing back to the right. Inhale, all the way back to plank. Right hand plants. Tipping forward on the toes. Exhale, heels sink down in plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Here for an exhale. Inhale, right toes high, high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot underneath the chest, high lunge. Rise up with fingertips high, biceps by the ears. Exhale, warrior two, right knee bends. Gazing over that right middle finger. Inhale, peaceful warrior, right hand high. Exhale, side angle all the way down with the right elbow, left hand high, or you reach long and engage the core. Exhale, tipping the gaze and the fingertips down towards the right foot, toes in the same direction. Inhale, rise up, archer. Left hand pulls back, right hand high. Exhale, come back to your hands, prayer pointing towards the right foot. Inhale, pull it back, archer, right hand high. Exhale into your hands, prayer, deep left side lunge. One inhale with the crown of the head a little bit higher. Exhale, fire up to your T arms, wide angle. And then inhale into your star with the toes reaching out, hands reaching out. Exhale into a right knee bend. We're arriving into a half moon. You're going to bend that right knee, bringing your fingertips down, either all the way to the earth or find your block and plant the hand on your block directly under the right shoulder. Now your left toes tip out. Option to challenge the balance and bring your gaze either to the left side or on up to the sky, lifting and lengthening that left leg. Again, your right hand can be on anything that lifts you up a little bit, or you can tent the fingers. Any amount of bend to the right knee is fine. One more balancing breath here. Exhale, taking the knees together, tipping towards the front of the room. We're going to rise all the way up to a left high knee. On a big lift of that left knee, or you could be tenting the toes, we're going to take the right hand to the outside of that left knee, reaching left hand back behind you, preparing for your version of dancing Shiva. You might stay here, or you might challenge the balance and gaze back over that left shoulder. You might also opt for any amount of grasp to the left foot with your right hand, maybe peace fingers to the big toe, or right hand to the outside of that left ankle to straighten it towards the front of the room. You decide where you're at, one more breath. Exhale back, left high knee. Now finding a figure four chair, left ankle is going to set on top of the right knee, or you can tent the toes. As you lower down into your chair, deeper bend into the right knee, into that right hip. From your hands high, taking hands forward, arms parallel with the earth. Exhale, goal posting the arms, but bring those elbows back behind you. Inhale, reach it high, left high knee. Exhale, all the way down to plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Taking a flow here if you'd like to ripple forward and lower down. Inhale up for baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Moving on to that other side. Inhale to hips go high and down dog. Exhale, ripple forward plank. You decide how you're getting into that left side plank. If the right knee is down or lifted. Inhale, left hand high, gaze high. Optional half bind back of the left hand to your low back. Opening up that left shoulder. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale for the thoracic twist, tip the chest towards the earth. Left hand goes under the right shoulder. Inhale, take it high. Now plant the left foot behind your right leg, lowering back with the gaze to the back wall, dropping that right hip down. Inhale, half circle all the way back around to plank. Finding the toes, tip all the way up onto the ball mounds of the toes. Exhale, heels drop and plank. Inhale, hips high, down dog. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, left toes high, three-legged dog. Exhale for high lunge, left foot forward. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, warrior two. Deep left knee bend, gaze over that left middle finger. Inhale, peaceful warrior, left hand high. Exhale, all the way down, side angle. Right hand either reaches long or high to the sky. Maybe you engage the core and pull that left hand forward. Exhale, hands to prayer, tipping down, pointing towards the left foot. Toes in the same direction. We'll pull the left hand to the sky, right hand back. Inhale, lift. Bend into that left knee, or right knee. Exhale, take it back, hands prayer, pointing towards the left foot. Inhale, open up archer, left hand high, right hand pulling back. Exhale into your deep right side lunge. A crown lifting breath. Exhale up into your wide angle. Arms out T, toes and knees out. Inhale, lift into star. Exhale, bending into that left knee for half moon. Now left toes point to the front of the room. Left hand goes down. Right toes tip out to the right. Right hip tips out to the right. You might have your left hand on any prop that lifts you up, with the prop being directly underneath the left shoulder. Maybe you bring the gaze over to the right wall. Maybe you bring it on up to the sky. Lifting and lengthening that right foot as if you're standing on the back wall. One more breath. As you exhale, bring the knees together. We're going to meet in a right high knee. All the way up with that right high knee, or tenting the toes on the mat. From here, left hand goes to the outside of your right knee, right hand back. You decide if you challenge the balance with turning the gaze back behind you or to the right wall. Maybe you take peace fingers to that left or right big toe and extend any amount towards the front of the room. One more breath. Exhale back, left, right high knee, and then all the way into a figure four chair. Right ankle to the outside of that left knee. Sinking down into your chair knee, chair hips. Little tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, fingertips high. And then we'll exhale into parallel arms with the earth. As you inhale, shoot the fingertips further away from you. And then as you exhale, let those palms slide closer to you as you shoot the elbows back behind the shoulders. Inhale, bring your fingertips back long and then all the way to the sky. Rising on up, right high knee, all the way back down to your forward fold. Taking the feet out wide on your mat for a wide sway. Let the crown hang heavy. Slowing the breath. Start to notice your awareness of this moment, this breath that's yours. This intention that I am here now. As you heel toe in, we're going to bring that left foot back behind, dropping down into your version of a couple rounds of cat-cow in lizard. So right foot is on the outside of the palms. Curl the left toes under and lift that left leg. As you inhale, tip forward, chin forward, lifts a little bit. As you exhale, round into your cat back, kind of making a pyramid leg, straightening into the right leg. Inhale, come forward again. Exhale, round into your cat back. All the way down into your restorative lizard. Now here's where you may have another couple throw pillows for underneath the elbows or the forearms, or you might come down onto your forearms on the earth and allow some opening of both hips. Maybe you sway or find some stillness in one spot. Coming on up onto your palms. Any amount of right hand pushing into that right knee. As it pushes away, allow your gaze to turn over to the right as well. A little twist, a little opening of the right hip. Exhale, release. I'm going to bring it back to the other side of their mat for lizard on this side. Now left foot plants to the outside of both palms. Curl those right toes under, lift the right knee. We'll lean forward, lifting the chin. Exhale, round into your cat back. As we lean forward again, cow belly drops down, chin and chest lift. Exhale, round. As you come forward, now option to drop down into your version of your restorative lizard. Again, you could have a throw pillow or two under the elbows or blocks. As you settle in to allow the left knee to drop out. For your sway or stillness, each side is a little bit different. Start to find the breath again. Softening into the shoulders, into the neck. When you're ready to come on up, walking those hands back, walking the leg back, all the way to face the front of the mat, scooting the heels on up to the top. We'll lower down through 5 breaths in boat. So fingertips come back onto the tailbone with the weight. And then you decide if you have the heels down or just lifting up your version. You could have heels and fingertips down, or you might have toes and fingertips high. 5 breaths. 3, 2, and lower down on 1. All the way down to bend those knees, taking them high again with the soles of the feet, or just your knees for a rock or sway. Tuning back into the rise and fall of your breath, of your belly. With a soft remembrance that I am here now, in this moment, in this breath. And this breath and this moment are in me. You're ready to circle the legs again. Noticing how it feels just a little bit different than it did at the beginning of practice. Maybe doing the same with the knees. And then extension of the left leg out long. We'll pull that right knee up and into the right shoulder. Letting left heel and hip stay down. Little lengthen of the neck by tucking the chin. On an inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, pull that right thigh in to compress the right side of your abdomen. At the bottom of the exhale, guide it all the way over to the left side for spinal twist. Right arm and gaze falling to the right. With an unsqueeze of that left glute to allow the twist. For a little squeeze of both knees, and then extending right leg out long. Pull that left knee up and into the left shoulder. Toes both flex to the sky, little chin tuck. Inhale to fill the belly. Exhale, pull the left thigh in, compress the left side of your abdomen. All the way down to the bottom of the exhale, where you'll guide the left knee over to the right side for spinal twist, allowing the left arm and gaze to fall to the left, unsqueezing the right glute. Making your way back to center when you're ready for any final movements. Maybe full body stretching or little ball squeezing or happy baby, legs up the wall. Anything else that would feel good here. And then to settle into your Shavasana, your state of being, to not doing, that true connection to your inner gaze, where you just allow with the softening of the eyelids and the jaw, relaxing of your shoulders and arms. Let your toes fall away from each other. On another exhale, fully disengage one more time. And then just allow your state of being. As you pull in an intentional breath, bringing in, I am here now. I know I'm here now. Optional side to side head turn. Chin high and chin low. And then a gentle bend to the knees if you're ready to drop them to one side or sway them from side to side. Maybe an arm reach back. Settling in to rest your head on your shoulder. And then use that palm to push you on up to your easy seat. Resting on the sits bones, palms up or down on your knees. Gratitude for the practice, for the breath, for the moment that you're in. Letting those shoulders feel soft. As you pull the next breath in, maybe take it high to the sky with the reach. Pulling that awareness in between the palms. Letting it float on down to your heart space. With awareness sealing in. Optional bow with me. May the light and love in me see and honor the light and love in all others. Namaste. Thank you for being here.